Yeah, we had a real strong game tonight, and we had some ornerness to us. We had an excellent forecheck. Our young D were controlling the play, and give Arizona's. They're banged up right now, and tonight was just not going to be a good night with a couple of guys out for protocol and a couple of injuries, because they're still a really good hockey team and a very well coached team, and we got on it early, and they'll have good push tomorrow and they'll get back at it.
We'll open it up with a question from Jess Myers.
Was your team angry tonight, Bob? It looked like there was some real fire in that first period.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I hope that's the case. We were ready to play tonight, and what I liked is I thought we kept it on. And that's you didn't just once it was like I can't remember the score. The game could go two ways. You can let up and get a team back into it, or we can keep playing, and we kept playing.
And then to follow up, Scott Reedy right away makes his presence felt. Just how nice to have him back.
Well, we lost a couple of very tight games, and to have a senior that's been, one of our leading scorers back in our lineup, I think you can see that we were off kilter there coming back from the break, and hopefully this is a sign we're getting back on track.
I see a question from Eric Vigo.
But you put Reedy with Walker and McLaughlin. How did you feel he impacted that line, and what does he add to that group and then the power play group as well?
Well, a big, strong, he's smart. He's got poise with the puck. He gave them some, he gave them some stability. Plus Walker and McLaughlin were going, and it was a good combination tonight. And that was a line at the end last year when we played Notre Dame, and we had that line together quite a bit last year late.
Our next question will go to Randy Johnson. Randy, are you there?
Okay, there you go. Forgot to unmute. Bob, as well as your team played tonight, do you have to guard against the plays at all or tomorrow?
That's all. That's one of your worries is that, but I think after what we just came through, I think we'll be ready to go tomorrow. I do. I don't anticipate anything like this tomorrow. We're gonna be in a much tighter hockey game, and especially the first 10 minutes, we want to establish how we want to play tomorrow. And I've liked us all year long. We're a little off there for a couple of weeks, but I'm not anticipating that tomorrow.
It sure seemed like they were trying to get that shutout for Jack. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, you could hear him on the bench because we gave one up. He had another shutout early in the year that we turned the puck over and he lost it. And we talked about that, being responsible late in games like that. And our guys are growing up.
Eric Vigo, go ahead.
But you've said that you've wanted a more business-like attitude and game out of your team. What does that look like on the ice? And did you see that consistently tonight?
Yeah, I think I did. And, to clarify, we just had, we've had a terrific start, and we've had this high emotion, and you can't be that way in a long year. You've got to stay grounded and have a business approach. And then we lost a couple of games, and I was guarding us against going the other way. Just stay, just stay focused, stay within what we do, and have faith in the journey we're on. They're a great group. They listen and they want to do the right things. And that's part of going through a season.
Next question goes to Anna Landis.
Yeah, Bob, after last week's game, you said at the end of the game, the locker room was dead silent after that loss. Was there more of a celebratory mood in the locker room, and did it start a little earlier this week? Or tonight, I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tonight, they had a real, it was a hard, it's a hard game for both teams, real hard, obviously for Arizona because they're a prideful group, but we had a good demeanor about us. We got to play at 4:00 tomorrow. That's all we said, that you I always say you don't sing and dance till Saturday night. And I know we play Thursday, Friday, but that's, you got to finish your job on the weekend. And we got one big game to go yet.
Mike Grimm, you have the next question.
Coach, you had kind of hinted earlier in the week that the tenor at practice you wanted to change a little, especially early in the week. Do you think that your week of practice helped lead to what happened tonight?
Mike, I wish I could say yes. You really don't know if that's what did it, but I can tell you I have faith in this group. And I knew they would bounce back. Did it get us going in the right direction? I'll go with it. Yeah, I think it did. And it set a tone of how we have to prepare. And we have one more day to go, though, to complete this weekend.
Last question will go to Eric Vigo.
Coach, do you remember when you put up 12 on Alabama Huntsville, and did Paul Martin bring any of that magic back from that game? Or
well, I was just asked a question on the radio there, and I knew too. They said, "When's the last time 3 hat tricks?" And they said the hint, you were an assistant coach, and I knew Weibel and Riddle. Right. Well, how could I forget Vanek? I mean, he's like my son, for crying out loud, and I forgot him. So, but I knew Weibel had it because we talked about it recently. And long time ago, but I still got a memory.
Paul had 3 assists in that one too. So
all right, he would remember that. I hope. I'll ask him.
Brannon, were you guys pretty angry after last weekend, and is that what we saw tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's all like I said earlier in the week. It's never fun losing, so I thought we were just better prepared this week, and we played Gopher hockey tonight, so it was good. Full 60.
And how good did it feel for you to finally get a Hattie in your career?
Yeah, I mean, I only 2 this year, 2 goals this year so far, so I was just happy to get one in there, and I'm just fortunate, a couple of good plays from my line mates and defensemen, so it was, it was good.
Eric Vigo, go ahead.
Brandon, you did have one against Penn State way back. It wasn't the natural, but you had one then. Did you notice a difference in your in zone play tonight, being maybe a little more connected, a little focused more on a business game?
Yeah, I thought, I just thought we meshed well together tonight. I thought we all had the right game plan, and Sampo and Benny did a fantastic job tonight. I thought just taking it in with their speed and using their body. So it was fun to play with them, and obviously we were getting hard on pucks and kind of staying connected and not letting them get too much in the offensive zone. So good defense leads the offense.
Additional questions for Brannon, and I need to apologize to Jess Myers, who I mistakenly told Brannon McManus had his first hat trick tonight. So I apologize.
My bad, Brannon. Right from the first goal of the game, Scott Reedy makes his presence felt, carrying that puck up the middle and dishing it off. Just what did it mean having him back tonight? It's
absolutely huge, integral part to our team, senior leadership. It plays with that edge every night, and it definitely makes him feel pretty good, get on the scoreboard, first game back, and he's filled with confidence right now too. So and our reason in the lineup, I think just that much more depth that we have to our team, and he's a hell of a player, so very good to have him back tonight.
And then did Berkey say anything, or did it mean anything to him to finally get a goal against ASU?
Yeah, we were kind of talking on the bench a little bit. He felt pretty good out there tonight too, and it's good to see him to get on the board tonight too. So yeah.
Brannon, you have to guard against any complacency going into tomorrow, where you've got the 1 win, but you got more work to do.
We gotta forget about tonight, and it's 0-0 tomorrow. Not much needs to be said. I think when we play the right way, we obviously see that good things happen. So we just got go to bed tonight and wake up and do the same thing tomorrow.
It seemed like Jack was pretty loud in the instructions there. Was he pretty focused on getting that shutout?
Yeah, I mean, especially we were talking on the second and third. We got to play for a laugh this period and protect him. It's obviously very meaningful for goalies to get that, and it's meaningful for us. So, he's a hell of a guy, hell of a leadership role for our team, and we gotta play for him, and especially in a game like that.
Last question for Brannon. We will go to Eric Vigo.
What do you take to go into tomorrow? Yeah, obviously ASU is going to have some kind of response. What was it like on the ice, talking with them, chatter on the ice as the game went on?
I think, like you said earlier, it can't be complacent. Obviously, things went our way tonight, and maybe got a couple more bounces than usual. So, we got to treat it just like any other game. Got to treat it like playing Notre Dame or Wisconsin. It's hard to sweep in college hockey. So, it's a 0-0 game tomorrow. We got to come back. We got to prepare the same way. And, I thought our practice was good this week too, to prepare us for, 2 solid games of Gopher hockey. And that was kind of our goal for going into this weekend, was we need to play a complete weekend. And, we got to get back on that win column and, continue to build off that.
What did it feel like getting back out there tonight, and as well as the team played?
Yeah, it felt good to be back out there in the lineup. Team really had to bounce back this weekend, and we showed up to play, so that felt really good.
You certainly, Scott, you certainly didn't look rusty or timid. Just, right from the start, taking that one right up the middle and then dishing. Tell us about that play and just kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, a little different there playing wing, but just had to get my boots moving early, and I wasn't out for too long. Got a couple practices in, so I felt all right. And it's always nice playing with those two, McLaughlin and Walker, making it easier. So it felt pretty natural playing with them today.
Scott, how was it missing the last series and working your way back in the lineup for you?
It's always tough missing games. We all come here to play hockey, so it's tough watching, but it's just about staying in shape and doing what you can, getting back in practices, getting your lungs back, and it always feels good to get back in there.
Scott, last week at this time there was some optimism that you were maybe going to be able to go for Notre Dame. Did you have a setback, or at what point did you realize you weren't going to be able to go?
Yeah, this was an injury that you can kind of retweak, so I just had to be a little careful there, and just evaluate whether it was worth it to go or get completely healed up. So it was kind of a day by day thing, and we decided that I wasn't ready to go.
And then sitting watching your team struggle this weekend, how tough was that?
Yeah, it's one of those things. We're all competitors here, so it's hard to sit back and watch that. We all want to get in there and compete, but it is what it is, and we bounced back tonight.
Scott, obviously there was a lot of offense tonight, but especially after last weekend where you guys didn't really play, so well in front of LaFontaine. How important was it for you guys to be able to play well and give him that shutout?
Yeah, that was it was very important. He's had our back all season long, and last weekend was a little bit disappointing, and it's hard letting that guy down the way he works and stuff. So it was nice, and there's an emphasis on that late in the game, just making sure we help him out, and he did his job great.
Any other questions for Scott?
The third goalie that Arizona State put in is from their club team, and they just had to pull him up because of some injuries. So just kind of a crazy circumstance, but he played pretty well, huh?
Yeah, he had a great save on me, so I wish I could have that one back, but. He looked good. Looked like an athletic kid, and he props to him for getting in there and playing his heart out.
Thanks.
Yeah, what did you think playing on your line tonight when you saw that on the line chart? You'd played with those guys a little bit at the end of last year.
Yeah, it was just me and Coach had a conversation about taking draws and stuff, and my injury was limiting me a little bit in practice and stuff, so. We figured I was better off playing wing and working my way back into the center spot. So, like you said, I played with them last year, and we had some chemistry. So I was excited to see it, and the chemistry was right where we left off last year.
Is there any adjustment for you going from center to wing and in your mindset to the game?
Yeah, just the visualization process. It's a completely different game from the wing on the breakouts and stuff, responsibilities. So there's just a lot of preparation that had to go into that, just looking back to last year and understanding how to play the wing possession, especially in the D zone.